What's up, kinfolk?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football.
What's up, kinfolk? Bubba and the old man back here with another video. This one is...
We're going to be talking about how the hell we're supposed to win this football game.
How the hell we're supposed to win this football game.
Brian Harsin, I know, has gotten no sleep.
Well, judging by their defensive front, I'm sure our offensive line's got no sleep.
Nope, I'm sure Mike Bobo has been just on 10 all week. Derek Mason's trying to find out how we're supposed to win this game.
Will Friend.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's going to take a lot.
It is, and it's going to start at the line of scrimmage, which I believe that's where every game is won and lost. So you gotta have good line of scrimmage play on both sides.
The reason we won the LSU game, defensive front balled out. Front seven had an incredible game. DBs obviously played well, but the DBs can't play well if the defensive line don't play well.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not really necessarily the same thing on the other side. You know, DBs can play poor. D-line can still have a good game.
Right.
It cannot be the other way around because, you know, if the quarterback's back there for more than 4 seconds, defensive line hasn't done their job.
Right. I agree. Like Coach O said after the LSU game, we had men get to him. We just got to take him down.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
And they're starting Stetson Bennett. Somebody's got to get to him. Somebody's got to take him down.
You know,
the running backs they got a three-headed monster out there with Cook,
Four-headed
White,
monster.
and I can't remember the other one's name. It's Cook, White, and somebody else.
Minton and McIntosh, they've all gotten serious playing time this year.
Yeah, you can't do what Arkansas did and let them get to the linebackers before they get hit.
Yeah, they've really done a running back by committee style. You know, White has gotten more carries. He's gotten 53. But Minton, Cook, and McIntosh are only separated by 7 carries. Minton 36, Cook 34, McIntosh 29. So they've really, really gone to the running back by committee. They don't have a Ty Gurley.
Yeah.
They don't have a Nick Chubb. They don't have a DeAndre Swift type
Sony
running back.
Michel.
Yeah,
I mean, we could list all the Georgia, all the way back to No Sean Marino and go further if you want to.
Yeah, but I sent you a meme. Remember that meme? They got all that, but they haven't won a national championship since receivers still got in a three-point stance.
Yes.
So that's pretty hilarious.
I mean, shout out to my boy Uncle Lou. I love his shows, but he talks about the dogs like they're the greatest thing in the world, and they ain't won shit since I was a baby.
Yeah. Did they even have like a real national championship back
They
then?
did. In '80, they won it outright.
Was it BC? When
It was Herschel Walker.
Yeah. When the BCS thing come around?
That was in '98 or '99 with Tennessee.
But,
Tennessee won it with T. Martin.
Yeah, a lot of people like the gap between JT Daniels and Stetson Bennett. It's a decent
Substantial gap.
But it's not like this guy is not some Jeremy Johnson type of
No, he's not. He's not hot shit on a stick.
You know, he's no what's my boy's name that I hate on a lot? What's his name?
Hudson Mason.
Yeah, he's no Hudson Mason. All right, he's an average quarterback. He can make all the throws. He's kind of like Sean White, not just because he's a short white guy playing SEC quarterback number 13, but they have similar play styles. He's an average athlete, you know.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, they beat us last year, and I don't think they scored a touchdown after halftime.
Yeah. It was
Bo missed a wide open receiver,
as usual.
You know, so I mean, it is what it is, but it's going to come down to offensive line play. Can we establish the run game early in the game? Mm-hmm. We have not, other than the first 2 games.
Jamila.
Other than the first 2 games, we have not established a run game early yet.
Yeah, we didn't get anything going on the ground outside of Bo until the 4th quarter against LSU.
Yeah, and we still need receivers to get separation. Bo should not have to scramble for 90 yards this game, left to right, sideline to sideline, however you want to say it, and complete miracle passes.
Now, we obviously want those, but those should not come because the offensive line hasn't held up. It should come because the offensive line is held up for 5 seconds and nothing happened.
Right.
But the big keys on offense, Bobo's going to have to scheme guys open because obviously our guys cannot get separation.
Yeah, they can't. Obviously, they can't. Or we're still not playing receivers that can get open.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still seeing Shed out there a lot. Kobe Hudson, hell, he's getting open, but he's dropping it when it hits him right in the numbers.
Yeah, I don't want to necessarily bench him, but he's got to bring those in.
Yeah.
Those hitting him in the numbers. But there was the play that we had the most success on was a play where we sent Demetrius Robertson in motion, and it's one of those plays where Uga plays man, and it should probably work. Where he would run across the line of scrimmage, he'd run a little wheel route, go right up, bam, automatic 10 yards, first down.
Yeah.
And I think we should run some plays off that. You know, maybe a naked boot and hit Shanker on a quick little tight end screen or something like that. We're going to have to run plays off of that because obviously Georgia is scouting us. And we got to go fast. We're going to have to go fast. We're going to have to stop them from subbing.
In order to go fast, you have to gain yards.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We got to use Bo's legs early. I think we need to use a lot of misdirection. This defense, you're not going to beat them just playing straight up, and they're going to come out and they're going to punch you in the freaking mouth.
They got a beastly offensive line. I mean, defensive line.
Yeah, Jordan Davis leading that thing, and they have a lot of seniors. Like when Auburn won that 2010 national championship, that defense wasn't the best, but they had a lot of seniors.
Yeah.
This team has talent, and they have a lot of seniority. But we're going to have to use a lot of misdirection. Their only real weakness is at corner and opposite Darian Kendrick.
And you gotta exploit that.
Yeah.
Your offensive line has to sustain blocks, and the receivers have to get open. You know, I think this would be like the biggest feather that Harsin out of his career up till now would get if he beat this team this weekend.
Yeah, when was the last? We ain't beat Georgia since when we beat
Jarrett
them
Stidham.
number one. They were number one. So if he comes in, bam, ends a 20-year streak, bam, beats Georgia, and somehow pulls off the Iron Bowl, we're gonna be kissing this man at the 8A game next year.
Well, that means he's earned a big extension
Yeah.
and his first year.
Yeah, that. God, when we.
I'm not looking. I'm not going to sit here and say that my pick is Auburn wins. Do I think they can win? Yes. I think any team is able to win on any given Saturday, i.e. Georgia State. Should have fucking won that game.
Yeah.
But you just sometimes talent wins out. Sometimes, you know, the most talented team wins out. Sometimes it don't. When Jarrett Stidham beat Georgia his first year at Auburn, we weren't the most talented team.
We weren't even more talented than Georgia.
But we had a better quarterback. Jake Fromm was a freshman. They wouldn't let him throw anything over the middle.
No. That wasn't his freshman year. The freshman year he took him to the national champ. Was that that was his freshman year?
Yeah.
We beat them both, and they still got to the national championship.
Yes, both of them.
That's right. That's right. I'm sorry.
And they wouldn't let Fromm throw over the middle. Everything was comeback routes, out routes to the outside the numbers, you know, safe throws.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to have to. This weekend, you got to throw caution to the wind and just let Bo hang it out.
Yeah, you got
to find out what he's made out of.
Bo. He's got to play free. He's got to play his game. He's got to use his legs. And he's still got to use those things that we saw against LSU where he had incredible footwork. He was impeccable at staying in the pocket. Had one play that I was just like, yeah, he got out of the pocket too early. Shanker is going to eat. He is going to eat Saturday. He's going to have to. But
what's their Zacoby Dean? Not Zacoby. Incoby or something like that. Dean, their linebacker. He's a freaking beast.
Yeah, they have.
He's
this
probably,
defense may be the best defense we've seen in a long time.
Oh, it's the best defense in the country.
Oh, no
in
doubt,
all statistical
100%.
categories, they're number one except for one, and they're number two in that category.
Yes, this is the best defense.
We will see all year.
Yeah, this defense is better than that Alabama defense. Now, that Alabama defense will probably make more big plays, but this defense, they come in and they shut you down. But back to what I was saying 5 minutes ago. The only weakness is at corner across from Darion Kendrick, and that is exactly where Demetrius Robertson is going to be. He's going to have to eat. That is their only thing that I think that we can truly exploit.
Yeah.
We're going to have to beat them laterally. We're not going to be able to just line up and run down their throat. That's out the window, especially with our offensive line as poor as they've played. Going to have to use a lot of motion, and I know you hate it, but we may see some screens.
I don't mind screens. Everybody thinks, oh, the old man hates screens. I hated running screens every time we were on offense.
NASCAR, same play.
Yes, I hated that shit. Oh, my God. And Gus would still be at Auburn if he did what got him the fucking job at Auburn.
Run the football.
Yes.
Down everybody's throat 45 times a game.
I firmly believe he wanted to show everybody that his offense could evolve. Guess what? It could not.
And
his offense was predicated on zone read. You either hand it, you keep it and run, or you keep it and throw the slant.
Yeah, the fact that he had so much success with Nick Marshall, who was a defensive back.
He had success with Nick Marshall. He had success with Cam Newton. He had success with the white kid before Cam Newton.
Oh, what was his name?
I can't remember his name. Todd, something like that.
Yeah, Chris Todd. He even had a decent
He
year.
was actually Auburn's best quarterback.
Yeah, and he had success with Barrett Trotter the next year, and got a head coaching job at Arkansas State. Had success there, and even the year with Jarrett Stidham, where he had evolved a little bit with Chip Lindsey, they still beat Alabama because they run it up their ass all game.
You have to. This is the SEC. It's not the Big Ten. It's not the Pac-12. It's not the Big 12. You're not going to get receivers running wide open in the secondary.
Yeah.
You're going to get close, man-to-man coverage, or you're going to get zone, and the zones are not going to be wide open.
No. But back to the actual game we were talking about. In this game, we're going to have to spring Tank loose. We're going to have to use Shanker's blocking ability.
Quez, my boy, is going to have to get loose.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, Quez going to get loose. Quez always gets loose. But, and we're probably going to have to use Shivers out of the backfield because they're just going to line up. They're going to run man-to-man coverage and say, you beat us.
I mean, I love the plays. They get Shivers in there, and he gets open out,
He saved
5 yards.
5 third down conversions.
Yeah, 5 yards off the left tackle's pecker, and he catches the ball and runs it for 8. I love them little plays.
Yeah, that's something that Gus would never use. He would never use the tight ends, and he would never use the running back. Shivers, he didn't have a single carry, 5 catches, 38 yards. When we were on our own, 10-yard line.
He busted, a 15-yarder?
Yeah, little pop pass, Bo Nix straight to him. They didn't cover him. Bam, to the 25.
Yeah, I mean.
Shivers, he's an absolute weapon, and we said this when we got Harsin. He's going to have to use him. And he's our most explosive guy. And we're going to have to use him. We're going to have to use Quez and Tank all in the passing game. Little dump-off routes. Bo Nix, let him play his game.
Yeah, and after last Saturday's game, or it might have been the Monday or Tuesday press conference with Coach Harsin, my boy Mike G from the War Report asked Coach Harsin, was there a nagging injury or anything with Tank, because we really hadn't used him past couple of weeks. And he said, no, Tank's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, he just not, Quez might just be showing up better.
Yeah, maybe, and I've heard some fans talking about how he looks disgruntled on the sideline, stuff like that. You can smoke on camera, just don't blow it at the camera.
Yeah, well, that's why I leaned over to hit my vape so it didn't cloud up the screen.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna have to get a couple lucky calls, to be honest. We're gonna have to.
We've gotten lucky calls all year long. The other teams have gotten lucky calls. It happens every game.
Reffing has been horrible all year, but just simple stuff. Mike Bobo, he's got to show his offensive genius that we allegedly heard he had.
Yeah,
and he did it a little bit against LSU.
I mean, I think where his genius comes in is the step that Bo has made from last year to this year and playing quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, folks, Bo still hadn't thrown an interception.
Not in over 250 attempts.
He still hadn't thrown an interception.
Now, he's been bailed out a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, your drops.
Yeah.
You know, thank God that's the reason they play defense.
Yeah, but Mike Bobo has done an impeccable job with developing Bo this year. Now, Bo did slip, played horrible at Georgia State, but he came in last week. He showed his abilities. Now, over to the defense.
Well, against their offense, here we go. Here is what scares me the most.
Their running game.
Their running
is
game.
Incredible.
And the fact that they can rotate in running backs for days.
Yes. And we brought it up earlier in the video. Zamir White, Kendall Minton, James Cook, right? Yep, James Cook.
Dalvin's little brother.
Mm-hmm. And Kenny McIntosh. Those are all productive backs.
And I don't know who outside of Jamari Saylor they got on the offensive line, but they got big, beefy, athletic offensive linemen. I mean, their offensive line is very athletic. If you don't believe me, go watch their guards and tackles pull.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, they are pretty freaking amazing.
And I'm pretty sure all of them are 4 or 5 stars, too. All those guys are 4 and 5 star offensive linemen. They have Clay Webb, who went to my high school. I never met him. I was a freshman the year after. He was one of the best center recruits
He was the best center recruit.
In recruiting history. I'm talking about in history, one of the highest rated centers in history, and he is 3rd string.
Yeah.
That is how incredible this offensive line is. Now, they didn't necessarily play well against Clemson, but they mauled Arkansas.
They did.
They absolutely
And
mauled
outside
them.
of the Clemson game, they've been mauling everybody's defense. The only reason they didn't maul Clemson's defense is Clemson recruits at that level.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a 5-star kid going up against a high-ranked 5-star kid.
Now, the only real way I see us stopping their run game or holding them to under 200 yards, we got to bring the linebackers up, and
we got to run a 4 or 5 man defensive line.
Well,
Can't run a 3-man defensive line.
No, we cannot do what we did last week.
They will have too many open lanes.
Last week, we didn't play the run at all. Like, at
all.
all.
We were daring them to run. Run the ball, please.
We had Colby Wooden at nose a lot. Like, a lot.
And he was whooping their offensive line.
Yeah, he's going to have to eat. Marcus Harris. Tony Ferris should see a lot of playing time. Same thing with Marquise Burks. Ekuliota on the edge. Derek Hall is very productive in the run game.
Big Fair in the middle is going to have to eat up 1 or 2 offensive linemen.
Yeah, man, just grab them. Like, just hug them. Let our linebackers run free. And I know I just watched the 2010 incredible thing on AU YouTube channel. The 2010, they're talking about the 2010. When they said Mark Ingram will not
win the Heisman.
Yeah, 2000. They were talking about the 2009 year before going into 2010 year. They said Mark Ingram will not win the Heisman in Jordan-Hare. He
got like 22 yards.
Yeah, something like that. But Josh Bynes, a very good NFL linebacker for a long time, he just followed him.
Yeah, spied him the whole game.
Yeah, the whole game. We got to do that.
Which they had what was it? Greg McElroy at quarterback. You didn't have to worry about him running.
Well, he did at the end because Roy Upchurch in the end zone at the end of the game won it for him.
Yeah,
but
you know,
they
were unstoppable that year. They were going to win the game, but you know, Auburn said that they wouldn't allow Mark Ingram to win the Heisman in the Iron Bowl.
And we kind of gave it away because Julio, we just couldn't guard him. But they don't have a Julio in Georgia, so we're just going to be. I honestly think we could go man-to-man with all their receivers outside of their tight end.
And stack the box.
Bam. Zion Puckett in there at safety, and by Darius Knighton, they come up. They're pretty solid in the run game.
We get Owen Papo back. I think he's just as athletic as Bauer.
Yeah.
Their tight end.
Yeah.
Let him cover their tight end.
And Zacoby, one of the most undersized linebackers in the SEC, but man, he thumps people. He runs sideline to sideline. Stack the box. Make Stetson Bennett kick our ass. And that's just how it's going to have to go.
It's going to have to be that way because, like I said, their offensive line is too good. They're going to open up lanes if we go, just a 4-man front and back the linebackers back. We can't do that.
Yeah, but Derek
You've got to load the box up and dare them to throw the ball.
'Cause
I can live with losing if Stetson Bennett throws for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, if Stetson Bennett comes in here and plays like Aaron Murray, you know what?
I can live with it.
You just get out talented, like you said earlier. Sometimes they are just better, but they will not beat us off execution. They will not beat us because they wanted it more.
Yeah.
We gotta want it. And the Deep South's oldest rivalry, one of the best games in college football every single year. I think probably second or third to the Iron Bowl and maybe the Red River Showdown, because that's also always
I don't know, man. I mean, growing up, I'm kind of biased to that Ohio State-Michigan game.
Oh, God, but it's just been dominated.
I know. Just here lately, Ohio State's just owned it.
Because John Harbaugh just
But,
can't,
I
he
mean,
can't evolve.
I remember back when, you know, and that was just, you knew that was going to be a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Because every year, both of them were playing for something.
Yeah. And it's just, if Arson wants to come in and make a statement, this is the game. A lot of people think Georgia's best team in the country. And if we beat them...
Right now, they are.
Yeah.
They're better than Bama.
To be honest, yeah, when they get JT back, they might be. I cannot give it to them because they blow it every single year. But I honestly...
But who do they blow it to? Bama.
Yeah. But, you know, choke. If they choke, they're probably going to choke. But if we come in and we win this game, nobody's going to be able to deny us.
Oh, God, y'all don't want to be here for the after video if we win this game.
My mom will leave. She will leave.
She'll get in her car and go down the road.
Yeah, she'll be gone for a good 3 hours because we won't stop celebrating. But it's going to be...
Well, it'll be natty lights.
Yeah. It'll be a heck of a game, man. I think it'll be close up to the end. I think it'll be less than 10 points.
I thought Arkansas was going to play them better, but what I did not take into account was Georgia's running game, and Arkansas has sold out and recruited to that 3-3 stack.
Mm-hmm.
And against a power run team, you cannot run that 3-3 stack.
But Sam Pittman is the perfect coach for the Razorbacks.
Right, and they're going to win a lot of games.
He looks like the word Arkansas.
Yeah.
And he's a heck of a coach, man. And it's crazy. Paul Feinbaum was talking about, which is really the only television college football show I watch because I just love Paul Feinbaum. He was talking about it, and Sam Pittman was like their 6th option. They're paying him only like $3 million.
Yeah.
Which is crazy for a coach in the SEC. And he's just went in there, and he
turned it around.
Said it. He don't know if he's doing it right, but he's going all in.
And he's having fun doing it.
Yeah, and he's built a team that's just gritty, and they fought till the end of that game down 37.
Yeah.
But the future's bright. Arkansas fans they're cool, which I mean they kind of have to be. They can't really be arrogant.
They snagged one from us. We had Kobe Fuqua in here, and he hit the portal when Gus left, and they snagged him up.
Yeah, but I think in a couple years, that will be another team that's...
You got to look out.
Yeah, you got to look out for them. I hate Florida. God, I hate Florida. I didn't know who to pull for in that Alabama game.
Dan Mullen go suck a dick.
God, I don't know what it is.
Can't stand him. Dan Mullen is a piece of trash.
I don't know why, but I don't like Florida.
I know why I don't like Florida, because Dan Mullen. He ain't nothing but a piece of trash.
Who likes Dan Mullen, though?
I mean, what grown-ass man gonna stand on the sideline at halftime and call out a football player? You don't even see that shit in the NFL.
Nope.
He's trying to hurt my player. Man, fuck you. Piece of shit. I hate that motherfucker. I hated him at Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
I hated him when he was an offensive coordinator.
Man. I can't deny him as a coach. He's a good coach, but I don't like him.
He's not a good coach.
My Nana's the biggest Alabama fan in the world. And that's the main thing we agree on. None of us like Dan Mullen. God, yep. But
all right, you got anything else?
I mean, I probably missed something, but
yeah, but we got close to a 20-minute video here, man. And sorry, I went in on my rant on Dan Mullen. Anytime Florida gets brought up, it just raises hair on the back of my head. I freaking hate that man.
But
well,
if you like the video, please hit the like button.
Yeah, if you hit the like button or the dislike if you didn't like it, either one, it helps us out. Really, it gets our name out there, it gets us more views, it gets us to different people.
More kinfolk is better kinfolk.
Yeah, you know, that like button is a big thing with YouTube. Hit the like button. If you would, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, we're almost at 450. Man, we grew like crazy after we hit 400. We lost our mind when we hit 400, and we're already almost
rolling.
halfway to 500.
Yeah.
Week or so later. But you know, football season is incredible.
Yeah, we love it.
So many upsets already. This is rivaling the 2007 season. A lot of people are saying.
Yeah, I mean we barely escaped our big upset, so hopefully we don't have another one for the rest of the year. You know, hopefully, you know we're doing the upsetting.
Yeah, but
we love y'all. We love each and every one of you. We love seeing y'all in the comments. I'm trying to get to where every comment I make, I put old man on it.
Yep, same here with Bubba.
It's not gonna happen every time. Sometimes I forget. But I love all of you. War Damn Eagle.
War Eagle. Selena, go! Stop!